You can also record the observation in a form of drawings and words that can you think of.
Parts of a plant. Even though all plants look different, they have similar parts. The first part of the plant we're going to look at is called the root. The root of the plant performs some very important functions. Roots anchor the plant in the soil. They draw water and minerals from the soil needed to make food, and serve as places to store food. If you take a look at these plant roots, you'll see little hair-like things. They are actually called root hairs. Root hairs are important because they allow the plant to make more contact with the soil. They give the plant the ability to increase the amount of water and nutrients it can take in. Osmosis is the passage of the nutrients from the soil to the root. Once the water and nutrients are taken in by the roots, they are transported to the rest of the plant through the stem.
The first part of the video focused on the root. Did you record your observation about the role of the root? Let's see what I have recorded. Do you remember our model that we have drawn at last lesson for the parts of the plant? Let's complete it with some new information about the function of each part. Roots. The roots anchor the plant in the soil. Also, plant roots have hair-like features called root hairs. الجذر بيمتد منه شعيرات جذرية. Root hairs increase the amount of water and nutrients the plant can take in. This happens through a process we call this process osmosis. Osmosis is the ability that helps the plant roots to absorb water and nutrients from the soil. What about the stem? I observed the stem gives the plant support. Also, nutrients are transported to the rest of the plant through the stem, and we call it vessels or xylem. Stems come in a variety of shapes. Most flowers have upright stems. Some stems climb, such as the vines. The stem also can be wooden, like old trees, or green, like herbal plants. بعض السيقان بتكون خشبية زي الأشجار الكبيرة، أو سيقان خضراء زي سيقان الأعشاب. Some stems extend underground. They called tubers, such as the potato plant. Other stems called runners. They run along the ground and help to perform new plants. And now, what about the leaves? I saw in the video that the leaves of the plants have different shapes. There are two kinds of leaves. Some are narrow and look like a needle, like those on pine trees. زي شكل الأوراق في أشجار الصنوبر. Other leaves are flat and much wider, and the most important function of the leaves is making food for all leaves. And they have tubes that running through them. They are called xylem. It helps carry water and nutrients to the leaves. Leaves are also the main place where photosynthesis can take place. Let's take more observation about the photosynthesis from the text in your book. Now, let's check it from the textbook. Can you identify the most important points? Firstly, photosynthesis. It's a process that takes place inside the leaves. Secondly, chlorophyll. It captures energy from sunlight and gives leaf its green color. Thirdly, the leaves that manufactures the sugar and starch and fats that the plant needs to survive and grow. We can say that the leaves are the factory that makes food using solar energy, carbon dioxide and water. الأوراق هي مصنع الغذاء وهي المكان اللي بيتم فيه عملية البناء الضوئي. And don't forget that photosynthesis also produces oxygen that animals and people need to breathe.
تقدر تتابع كل دروسك على تطبيق مدرستنا بلس. مدرستنا، المستقبل يبدأ الآن.